Excuse me. Welcome guys to another episode of Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. Father God, I just want to thank you, Lord. I just want to lift each and every one up and their families. Continue to guide and protect our paths and our footsteps. I pray for the sick, the hungry, the homeless, those that are in mental institution, the prisons, the hospital, dear Lord. Thank you, Lord, for your mercies, your understanding, your love. Oh, Lord Jesus, touch our hearts to know that you are God. Let us open our ears to hear the right thing, dear Lord Jesus. Continue to cover us and cover our children and our grandchildren, our parents, friends, far and near. In no other name but in Jesus' name I pray, amen. Hi guys, good night. How was your weekend? Hope your weekend was fine. Mine was good. Hi Diane, good night. Thank you for locking in. All right, let's get started. So I have our word of the week is indomitable. And indomitable is a formal word used to describe something that is impossible to defeat or discourage. Once again, the word of this week is indomitable. I repeat myself, is a formal word used to describe something that is impossible to defeat or discourage. So our topic today, I have a special guest. He'll come on before Phillia and I continue. And his name is Flex. Flex is a writer, artist. He wrote a lot for Marshall Montano and some other guys. So I'll bring him on in a little bit so we could chat with him, see how he's doing, see what he's up to. And I mean, he helped with the industry. He helped to push a lot of people. So we're going to be talking with him later on. All right. And then Phillia and I wanted to discuss today on Motivational Monday about, swag, just providing with different stuff, what we go through and stuff, right? So, Motivational Mondays where each one teach one, and we set to provide you with inspiring, educational, and entertaining experiences. Again, my co-host Phillia and I would like you to participate in our discussion. Good night, June. Good night. So in keeping with swag, the most recent swag event, we want to discuss the success of providing communities with events that show both commitment and appreciation for those that support your cause. We would love to hear and share your comments about the most recent swag event and all other past events that you have attended. Let us know the highlights, the highs and the lows, or success and challenges of pulling an event off in making it success for all. So that will be coming up a little bit. Good night, Anthony from Florida. So we're going to talk a little bit about that later on. So for you guys that locking in right now, again, the word of this week is indomitable. All right. I'm going to just give you a health tip for this afternoon. And we're going to talk a little bit about what are varicose veins, because I know a lot of people, we had touched on it last year, I think. So I just want to touch on it again. Varicose veins are twisted, enlarged veins that often protrude from the skin. They can develop anywhere, but the thigh, calf, and ankle are the most common sites. In addition to the visible vein, you might also have symptoms such as skin discoloration, discomfort, acting, heaviness, restlessness. And why I want to bring this up is because I know someone personal and who's close and near to me who has been doing procedures to drain them. Because after a time, it tends to really protrude and you see the vein. And a lot of people doesn't like to wear short stuff because they don't like how it looks. Sometimes it looks spidery and different things. So around 35% of people across the United States, most commonly adult women, develop varicose vein. Sometimes they cause cosmetic or comfort tissues, but they can also signal an underlying circulation problem. Now, circulation problem, a lot of people, if you don't move your body, what will happen? If you park up a car and you don't start this car, let's say, sometimes when I go to Trinidad in the winter months and I come back, my car wouldn't start, the battery's dead, right? Same thing with your body. If you do not get up, move your leg, walk, your body just wouldn't function as how it used to be, supposed to be, right? So circulation is a very important thing, and especially for older people, I know that they don't like to walk anyway much and different things like that, but you have to be able to move, because when you don't move, your body, your foot get heavy for you, and you become once more like a child learning to walk. And some older people, I can talk from my mother, she doesn't like to walk anymore because she says sometimes when she gets up, she feels like she wants to fall down. That's because she's not active enough to get off the bed and to walk and take a little exercise and stuff. So one of the principal causes of varicose veins is chronic venous insufficiency, CVI. This is a condition where some of the blood pumping back up your legs to your heart trickles backwards and collect in pools. CVI develops when the value in your veins that are supposed to stop blood from going the wrong way get weak or damaged and can do their job properly. Risk factors such as genetic, pregnancy, obesity, spending a long time standing, and old age make you more likely to develop varicose vein. Good night, Nicole. How is varicose vein treated? Varicose vein is treated, you have to go to the doctor, and again, one of the procedures that I know that people do is to go and get them drained. All right? So get in touch with your doctor to make sure that, you're following up with your checkups. If when you know better, you do better, right? So we're gonna continue to speak positively on keeping yourself healthy. Especially, again, as we get older, our bodies doesn't function as we want it to. So we have to always keep, taking care of ourselves, drinking your water and stuff like that. All right? So take care of your bodies, guys. We are only one person, right? If you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. If you celebrated a birthday past weekend gone, we want to say happy birthday to you. And I have my co-host Phillia, she's on. And Phillia is on.
Hey.
So,
hey everyone.
Hi. Facts, we can't eat and drink the stuff we used to wanted. Yes, we can't. So Philly, I told them the word of this week is indomitable, and I give them the meaning. And I'm talking a little bit about varicose veins. And I know someone near and dear to me right now who have to go and get them drained. It's a short procedure. It's painful too at times, but the protruding veins that look like a spider web, sometimes people are very conscious about wearing short stuff because they don't like how it is look, So I'm just saying, they need to take better care of their bodies. And, when we reach a certain age, they have to see the doctor and make sure everything is good with the bodies, Yeah. So how are you doing, Phillia?
I'm well. I'm actually off-site. I'm in Mohegan Sun right now.
Nice.
So here, because Kwan had to work for Father's Day, so we were trying to do at least a one-day Father's Day celebration. So
okay,
that's it. So
that's nice.
Father's Day to all the daddies out there, the fathers, the good men, those who are great figures in their families, for their children, for their community, and always wishing you well from all of us.
Yeah. Anthony saying yes, especially light-skinned people. Yeah, they're very, very particular of it. And we want to say happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth. Today's Juneteenth. And they made it a federal holiday thanks to Joe Biden, to acknowledge it. I see Atlanta had a motorcade about it, with the Juneteenth, a big parade and different things like that. So kudos to Mr. Biden for making it a public holiday. So, Phillia, right now, exactly. We want to bring on a special guest, and he is a writer, an artist. His name is Flex, so I'm going to bring him on with you on the line, okay? And I'm just going to play his music a little bit in the background because he wrote for Marshall Montano and different things, right? So let me get him on while we listen to the music. All right, let me bring him on now.
Okay.
Hold 1 second. Okay. So, I'm just playing your music a little bit in the background. You hearing us loud?
We can hear it.
Okay. Flex, you hearing me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so welcome to Motivational Monday, where each one teach one. Myself and my co-host Phillia. We have guests on and we just chilling with them, asking them questions. So this is Flex. You can introduce yourself to the audience. Go ahead.
Well, my name is Mr. Flex. All right, and I am songwriter slash artist, recording artist, and that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, great. So Flex, what challenges you turn your camera, turn it back,
Okay.
turn it
I'm
back.
sorry.
Right, good, yeah. So what challenges, or can you name some of the artists that you worked with in the past, and you were based in Trinidad or you live here now? Give us a little background.
Okay, well, basically, my career started when I came to the U.S. All right, it's like um, in Trinidad, I was always a huge Michael Jackson fan,
Right.
and Michael Jackson. I don't know what he did to me, but I always, from seeing Michael Jackson, in the videos and liking his music and stuff, my dream was always to be an artist
Okay.
like Michael Jackson.
Right.
All right. So when I came to the U.S., I said, you know what? I have to make my dreams come true, and I have to be an artist, and I have to be as close as Michael Jackson as possible. And the only thing I could have done was get involved in the music that that is of my country, which is calypso music.
Right.
And it was not easy in the beginning, I must say. It took me, when I started off, I had so many setbacks, but I never give up. I'm the type of person, when I am like, set out to get something,
yes,
I will work hard and relentless, and I will not quit. I will not give up. That is the attitude I had. The first record I did, it cost me so much money and it was a flop.
Right.
The second one, it was a flop.
Okay.
But I keep going back at it. Finally, I met up with Marshall Montano.
Right.
All right. Myself and a friend of mine, we kept a party. All right. And last minute, we had Iowa Georgia in the party. We had Iowa Georgia in the cast. And we had Super Blue. But last minute, Super Blue couldn't make it. And I was saying, the best person to do the show for you all is Marshall. But that was in his early days, where he was not as popular as he is right now.
Right.
And I was saying, Marshall is going to do a real good job. He's the person you all need to hire.
Right.
So when we called for Marshall Montano, mother said, well, okay, she charges the price, and she said that you all will have to, if you all not putting him up in a hotel, he has to stay by somebody. He ended up staying at my house, and that is how we to meet. And this boy was so talented, Lord. I never see nothing like that.
Right.
But I was writing my songs.
Right.
So I'm a good writer, and I think he's such a good, performer, and so talented with the music. Right. So a long story short, we ended up, keeping in touch, and he collaborated on a song that I wrote, and that was the first time he ever did any collaboration with any artist. So I could say, I was the first artist that Marshall, came together with.
And that's the one I was playing in the background in the ghetto, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. And that same year, when we did that, I had a song called All Pretty Girl that I was going to sing.
Yes. And
Marshall said, you know what, I really want that song. That is such a nice song. Would you give me that song? And I was happy to give Marshall this song to sing. Yeah. Because, 20 is like, that was like 20, 25 years ago. Right. And up until this day, that song is still playing. Yes. All Pretty Girl, all Pretty Girl.
In the air. Yes.
So, yeah, I stuck with it. The first record didn't do anything. The second record didn't do anything. But I stuck with it. And I came and I met Marshall Montano. And I think that is where everything
started.
Took off for me.
Very good.
Yes.
So what advice would you have to give someone, a writer, because I know there's a lot of writers, but I'm seeing a lot of writers singing now too, eh? Some of the writers, like Nadia Batson was a writer before. She never used to sing before, but she used to write a lot of stuff.
And now
she's out
right?
there and she's singing. I saw that with someone else. I think Skinny Fabulous. He was also a writer before. He started to come out there and really sing and do his thing. So I know a lot of writers end up now singing and coming out in the forefront. But what would be your advice for any young writer coming up now who's trying to get into the game?
Well, first to begin, to me, you have to be very resilient. All right, and you have to look. You have to, with regards to material and stuff, you have to know the type of material that you can go out there with that can stand up on the market. Right. That would be appealing to the soca crowd. You know, once you could determine what, like this guy, Colonel Roberts, right? He, a friend of mine, he came over. He used to play with Traffic, and one time Traffic came to me for songs, and he was there, and we ended up, becoming very good friends. And he decided instead of whenever he come to New York, he would not go to the hotel with Traffic. He would come over and stay with me, just like how Marshall did back then.
Yes.
And Colonel was not a writer, and Colonel became a writer.
Yes, he did.
Colonel became a very, very, very good writer, and he said that he was inspired to do all of that by me. But basically, what I told Colonel, I said, Colonel, look, if you're going to write, the first thing you have to choose your topic.
Right.
Then your lyrics have to be very, very tight. And the melody in your song have to be able to move people. Once you have them three things together, all right, you're on your way to being a success as far as a writer is concerned. You have those three things. So, like anybody who's coming into this business right now and they want to be successful as a writer, I will say three things: the topic, the lyrics, and the melody to move people. Once you have them three things, you're on your way.
So, who inspired you?
Michael Jackson.
Yes, I know Michael Jackson, but I know with the spirit that you never give up and you keep going. Did it come from your mom, your dad? You had to have it from somewhere. Seeing Michael Jackson, yeah, but who pushed you within your family realm? Because sometimes, you have the negative and you have the positive, and you always have to have like a backup. Somebody got to have your back. Who instilled that as a young guy growing up?
You know what? I'll tell you what it is. The fact that I wasn't spoiled, and I had to get everything the hard way. Nobody gave anything to me. Nobody, favored me in no kind of special way. Right. Everything was like I think, and I was mad at my parents for being so rough and hard on me, but the reason why I am so determined and hanging to the end until I get results is because I had it rough coming up from my parents and them. So I think the fact that I wasn't spoiled, that was the best inspiration for me.
So that makes you the man that you are today.
Yes, and everything I can remember as way back in school. Anything that I wanted, I will always get. And what I can tell people, listen to me. You want something, you hang in until you get it.
Right.
And eventually you just get it.
You will.
Eventually. All right? It's like, okay, I can give a story.
Yes.
All right? Back when I was graduating from high school in Trinidad, all right? I was little and petite, and I didn't think that I was ready to go to the join the workforce.
Right.
So I needed another year in school, so I wanted a repeat. And back then, the most difficult thing to do was to get a repeat.
Right.
And look, I didn't even have the passes to even start thinking about getting a repeat. And people who had it didn't get no repeat.
Right.
But I remember that I walked from the entire Eastern Corridor to all those other schools up there, asking them, going to their principals and asking the principal if they could grant unto me this repeat because I need this repeat. And everybody told me, look, we have our own, students to repeat. We cannot take you from a different school and give you preference over these other people.
Right.
All right. And look, I walked to every school on the Eastern Corridor.
Yes.
And I got turned down, and I went in the ministry and I spoke to a man named Mr. Stewart, who's in charge of all the schools in Port of Spain, and I asked Mr. Stewart if he could kindly grant unto me a repeat.
Right.
And I got the repeat.
Good. So determination. So as a young guy, you show determination. We learn tonight. You never give up. You keep pushing for what you want. Phillia, you have anything else to add?
Yeah, I think your story is so inspiring. What I'm hearing is that your struggles, as much as you didn't like it or you were upset at your parents, it gave you grit. It taught you resilience and grit and tenacity. And it looks like you don't take no for an answer. Right. So that resilience is like, if you can't get it from the first place, you're going to find someone who can affect change. And I think that's such a wonderful and encouraging quality to show people that you don't give up. And I could see how that is connected to your love and passion for Michael Jackson, because even though it's not the same music, but that determination of the way Michael Jackson became who he is really what you were able to pull from. And that's what I'm hearing. So that's really wonderful and so inspiring to watch and hear. It's awesome and amazing.
Yes.
Thank you. And as I said, you hang in there till the end, and eventually there's no way that you're going to fail if you hang in until the end. You hang in, you don't ever give up. You know when you fail? When you give up. That's when you fail.
Right.
That's true. That's a good way to see it.
Yeah. So Anthony saying so his father, who was a big soldier, didn't give any help?
My dad, I tell you, look, you hear what you just said? My dad, who was a soldier, military people are ruthless people. You know, they're ruthless people. And as you mentioned, my father, who was the soldier, we were brought up like to say we were in a boot camp.
Right.
That is the kind of guidance we had ever since kids.
Right.
So, and he's not going to spoil you. He's not going to give you anything easy. And I used to be mad at them, but you know what? I can look at myself today, and everything that I accomplished, I have to say thanks to them for not spoiling me.
Very good. And that's
not giving me anything easy.
Yes. Right. Yes. And I think too that's a big takeaway, because I think now with modern day children, they think the parents owe them everything because they have it on a silver platter. They're not working hard to earn stuff. They just get, they want iPhone, the best iPhone. They get it in high school. They don't know how much money the parents, $1,000, what they go through to give them what they want. But I like the fact that you was grounded always, and you take that and you put it in your life. And we learn today that never give up. Never give up, because the struggle is real.
Right. Very good. One question I had is, how did you determine who your audience was? Like the age group, of course I feel like the people are your people, but what age group was your focus?
Um, I will tell you something, right? Anytime you want to be successful, you write for young people.
Mm.
Anytime you want to be successful in any music, any genre, or however you want to put it, you have to write for young people. Because once you can move kids, you will finish.
Right.
And once you could appeal to the younger generation, because the younger generation is who goes to the parties.
Right.
The younger generation is who will go online and stream your music.
Right.
You know, the younger generation. You know, the older folks is not buying tickets to go parties.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So basically, anytime you write a music, you have to target the young generation, and that is what I did. And the music that I was doing back then, it was like so ahead of its time, because I also try to be like really creative and do not try to do something that some other. Always try to be
original.
Different.
Yes.
Original.
Right.
And try to create something that nobody ever heard before. I experimented with a lot of stuff with music. Like when I did the song All Pretty Girl, that nobody never hear nothing like that.
Right.
Ever.
So
during Carnival time too. And it was a gamble for me.
Yes.
Because after doing it, I wasn't too sure that it would have played in Carnival, because it was something like nothing nobody ever heard before.
Right. So the other day I had Pels on my program also, and he mentioned you. Pel.
Oh, he mentioned me?
Yes.
Yes, because I did some work with Pelv, and Pelv always tell people that I was an inspiration to him also.
Yes.
You know, and yeah, I feel good. You know, a lot of people tell me that, and I feel really good to know that I could make a difference in somebody's life by inspiring them, you know.
Yes.
So, Spence is a good friend of mine, and I'm pretty sure he would have had stuff to say about me.
Yes, he did. Only good things though, you know. So, awesome. In wrapping up, you have anything out there you would like to say? Because we have a little trivia for you, and it's called Ditch It or Keep It. So you could give it closing, or you could give it after. Which one you want first? Okay, let's go with the trivia. Okay. So you're going to either ditch it or you're going to keep it. Saltfish or smoked herring? Which one you keeping? Which one you throwing away?
I'm keeping the saltfish.
All right, good. Corn soup or fish broth?
I'm keeping the fish broth.
Fry bake or roast bake?
Roast bake.
Okay. Shandy sorrel or a cold carib?
A cold carib.
Okay. Red wine or white wine?
Red wine.
Reggae music or gospel music?
Oh, why you gonna do that to me? Oh my God. Why you gonna do that to me? Why?
Just pick one.
Okay. Gospel music.
Okay.
Because if I say reggae music, they will accuse me of being a heathen.
Okay. Beach or river?
I keep the beach.
Okay. Tobago beaches or Trinidad beaches?
I keep it Tobago beaches.
Christmas or Easter?
Christmas, definitely.
Birthdays or anniversary?
Birthdays.
Black cake or sponge cake?
Keeping the black cake.
And the last one, curry crab and dumpling or a good curry roti? Curry goat or
Curry.
okay, good. All right, that wasn't too bad.
All right.
Yeah. So we're closing now. What would you like to let your fans know? Again, for those who logging in, we have Mr. Flex on with us, chilling. He's a writer, an artist. Currently, are you doing anything current now?
Well, right now I'm in the studio working on some new stuff for 2024 Carnival.
Very good.
Nice. Looking
Good.
forward to it.
Mine over matter, but every time I see you, you're looking better. Mine over matter, I will notice something getting fatter. Mine over matter, you make all them old man glasses shatter. Mine over matter, mine over matter. Long time I see you. I have to say, girl, you look fine. Come, let we chat away. Maybe we could post our like next Saturday. You don't have to pay, cause I never forget when fellas used to say, weaves look like the seed from a pumpsy tin, tin, tin. Girl, your maga, you too, pay. No thing change, or must be mine over matter. But every time I give you
Yes, guys, here we have it on Motivational Monday. We're getting a little taste of 2024. Yes. Yes.
Thank you for that.
Thank you
We're honored.
so
Thank you
much for hanging with us on Motivational Monday. And when you go full-fledged with this song, we would like to have you back, on our platform. So you could come back anytime. Just give me a call. You have my number.
Okay, my friend, you be good. Take care, and thank you very much for having me, okay?
No problem. Thank you so much. And if he's a father, happy Father's Day still. We're still celebrating Father all June month, okay?
Yes.
Many happy returns, because I know at some point in time, you had to play both roles.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes, amen for that. All right?
All right?
Thank you.
And good luck with your music.
Good luck.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, no problem.
Bye.
Yeah. So there you have it, guys. You have Mr. Flex came on, chilling with us on Motivational Monday. So now we're going to take it further now and continue with Phillia and I with our swag segment. All right? Thank you, Mr. Flex.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. That was
beautiful.
beautiful.
The sneak peek. We got the sneak peek.
Yeah. We got the little juice, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So yes, Phillia. So what are we going to discuss this afternoon?
Well, this afternoon we are discussing the success of your swag event with Team Swag, because I think that after every wonderful event, I think it's always important to have like self-reflection to see the challenges, the successes, the do's, the don'ts, and the things that you want to keep, ditch it or keep it.
Okay, all right.
When it comes to it. And I think this is my second time. Last year is the first time I met you when we were going to Melee in Mexico.
Yes.
And I think less than a month later, I was coming to Swag, and just to see how much, people love and support you, and people rally for you, and just the wonderful sisterhood and brotherhood that you have for those who are just there. I really love to see that kind of community, and I thought it was really wonderful for us and important for us to, one, acknowledge all of the love and support, but also just talk about just giving grace and thanks and why you even started these events in the first place. So that's what I would love us to talk about today.
So you interviewing me tonight. Okay, that's no problem.
I'm interviewing tonight.
Okay. Okay, guys. Yes. Once again, welcome again to Motivational Monday. Phillia and I always here chatting with you guys. Thank you for those who came out to Swag number 5, who had the experience. Now, I have 2 events. Normally, how I got into this. Back then, I attended a lot of all-inclusive parties. And when I came to America, 4th of July 2003, I had a barbecue, and it was just an open space backyard lime. And I invited my friend, hey, come over. You know, Philly, I like to entertain. From the time you know me, I'm an entertainer. Now, it started off with me with just a couple friends, right? Every year now, around that time, it used to be, I think May month, I used to have it before, you know. I think I used to do it in May month, and then I went to August. And it just started off. So Rian, it was one of the first set of people who used to come to the backyard. Beavin. That's how I met Afia, when Beavin and Afia. So they have been inception to my barbecue blessing from back then. And it just turned out bigger and better every year. Then when I joined Delta Airlines in 2006, I gained a new family from Delta Airlines. There I met June, I met Chambers, I met my Keisha, my Delta family. And with me, everywhere I go, people just gravitate to me. Sometimes people say, oh my gosh, everybody like you. I say, because I can't help myself. If I'm a nice person, you know, people gravitate to me, right? And I always keep it real and 100 from day one. My friends will tell you that. So with the backyard barbecue, I name it Phyllis Barbecue Blessing. Because I think in my head, since I'm in the country, God has always blessed me. I never suffer one day failure. If I suffer, I'll be lying. God has opened doors for me. When I first came to this country, I had a job waiting for me. I had a car waiting for me. So I never had to stand up to the train station. I never had to wait on a bus. I never had that. I came into comfort. Thank God for my sister-in-law, Claudia Haynes. When I came, I landed 4th of July, and I end up in Queens, living with my sister-in-law. Then she was working back then with Citibank, so she had one of her friends that wanted a nanny. So I started off my career in babysitting, because when you come to this country and you don't have your papers, that's what you got to do back in the days. All right? So that's why I'm saying that, you know, in life, as Mr. Flex say, you could never give up. I came, I worked, my son came the same year, 12th of the 12th, 2003, and then I got an apartment. This apartment that I'm in, I've been here, 4th of July will make it 20 years. All right? So with the barbecue blessing, I say, Lord, I have to give back, because you have blessed me, so I cannot be selfish. I started it off free. I say, bring a bottle. First, I started off free. Then I added, bring a bottle, I'll do the food. But as time goes by, my backyard holds 300 people. It used to be cars. Oh my gosh, it used to be big pre-COVID, right? Then I incorporated a team. So I had Tiffany and I had denim and white. I had white with a special color. I just started off now with teams in the barbecue blessing. And then it started to become bigger. I started the decorations. And, you know, it has grown to what it is today. All right? What I can tell people, I've been a promoter from day one. All right? My son is 33 years, and every birthday, my son celebrated. You go big or you go home. That's how I do it from since in its inception. So with the idea now of the barbecue blessing, this is what it ended up to. So now I do team, and with the economy and everything, I started off with, I think it was $10, $20, $30. Now it's $50 with a bottle. Reason be, everything went up with the cost of living. It used to be free, right? Now when things free, everybody come. When you have to pay, the people drop off. But your loyal people still come, because they know the delivery, what they will get. And you know who is your true loyal people. All right? So with having this party all these years and stuff, couple friends of mine was like, Miss Green, have another party. I say, when you're having an event, it takes on you, all right? Because you want to deliver, you want to do something good. In my book, you do something good or you don't do it at all. What I give in my party is what I really would like to expect from other people, which they don't give it that delivery. So that's why I say, okay, I take a while to formulate swag. And 5 years ago, when I got my friend tell me, Phyllis, have another party. I say, okay, when to do it? So I picked Father's Day month because next 2 months is my annual barbecue blessing. So I was brainstorming about names and different things with the help of friends, asking them what my son. So then I was like, okay, swag, sexy woman and gentleman. Because everybody's sexy, woman, and we have the gentleman. So that's how I came up with the word swag. Now, swag is suave, sexy. You're on point. It's not like the barbecue blessing, which is a team. I wanted something different with a niche. I wanted to go a little above for my people who wanted this party. So that is how swag now came into effect. Now, Phillia, as a promoter, I've been doing this going on, let's say 19 years, right? It takes a lot. It takes a lot. And during the years now, I have a team. And my teams are my friend, you guys. All right? Again, as I say, before I could have done it by myself, now I need a little help. I need direction. All right? Anybody who knows me knows that I am a perfectionist, right? So first, you get a plan. Okay, what's the plan? The plan is you want to know what food you want to serve. Now, I always overdo it. I can't help myself, but I have to try to help myself, okay? So you have to get a food menu. Then I have a finger food menu. Then you have to think about the drinks, what people like, what people don't like. Then the decor, because you want to go with whatever theme you feel fit. Some people have names for the theme. Mine's is swag. I just stay with that simple, right? And then you have to get a DJ. Now, I always take old school people because I don't like these young DJs. You will never see no big name DJ in my cast because they talk too much. People who come into party want to come and party. They want to hear the music. Not wheel and come again. Okay. Blah 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 blah. That's killing the vibes. If you wanted to talk, if you wanted to hear talking, you'll go to church and listen to your pastor. In a party, people want to dance. They want old school, right? So that's why I picked my DJs who is mature and know you have to watch your crowd. If your crowd's standing up, that means you're playing tata. You want your crowd to move. You understand? Right. So that's why I don't use big name DJs in my events. I pick the like, Clarence, Madman Maddie, Chosen One. They know what people want. People want back in times where they can move. Not gunman in Chi-hole. What is that? Grown folks you're playing these kind of music for? No. You want reggae? You can listen to reggae. But my party is a soca party, and that's what I tell my DJs. Now, I had a DJ before too, Winston, my schoolmate. Winston will come every year, and Winston used to do my backyard. I have no problem. Again, he knows how to play the music for who wants it, right? So that goes in place. Now, with swag now, it's a course. Everything went up. You gotta study to get your bathroom. That's a course. You have to get ice because you don't want your ice to run out. That's a course, right? You want a rhythm section. That's a course, right? You want servers. That's a course. So everything now is a course. You want decoration, it's a course. You want to go theme, is a course. You want your decor done. So everything costs. And what people don't understand is that back then it used to be free. You can't have anything free anymore. Everything went up, especially with COVID. Everything was a sky high. My all-inclusive for $80 this year, last year I had it $60. It's cheap. What I give, nobody give that for that price. The average person, you will pay, what, $60 to enter. You'll get a small plate with maybe 2 cold pylori on it, maybe no chutney or nothing. They don't care. Maybe pig in a blanket and a little puff, and that's it. For me, swag is an experience. You come and you have an experience in my backyard. And that's why I think, you know, people, for this year, swag was bigger. I guess one person tell another person, where a lot of people, my regulars, didn't attend, but other people attend, which I'm grateful for. Again, it is a process. So now, swag is done, and, you know, my team of friends come together, and they help me out. I have to say, thank God I have Paula and Errol Fenton. They are my rock. They help me. They with me from inception since I come to live here. They take care of me. They are my family. They are extended family to me and Carrie. Anything happen, I could call Errol 24/7. He coming. Anything happen to me, I could call Paula. She's coming. These children grow with me in this house. So I have a family. And with my family, I love my family. So I try to always keep it together with the family that I have. That's why you had a wonderful time on Saturday, because Errol was out there with me. Curtis was out there with me. Ryan was out there with me. Carleen, Keisha, June, my swag team, my friends. You understand? If Dane was here, she'd be with me. Afia come every Friday before my events, and she helps me cut up all this stuff, you know. I mean, I have a team. And, you know, Anthony, he makes my corn soup, my fish broth. He come, he cooks. If Anthony fly to LA just to get tambourine ball and chroma for me to bring to this party, his aunt, quite in LA. So you see the team of people I have, the love. My nieces from Orlando. My friend June came from Charlotte. My niece came from Baltimore. So they know what I give, and they come and give me the support. And I think sometimes when people, another thing I can tell you about promotion, never forget where you come from. Because some people just do this for money. I don't do it for money. I have a 9-to-5 job. I do it because I enjoy doing it, and it's twice a year that I keep this event, right? And God has blessed me, so I just give back in return. So that's why I tell you, I just always go overdoing it, because what I want, I give. You know I swagalicious. You know I'm a diva. So I deliver. You understand what I'm saying? And it had a lot of new people.
You over-deliver, yeah. You under-promise and you over-deliver.
Yeah. And that's how, you know, swag came into fruition. Now, coming back to my barbecue blessing, it's going to be on the 26th of August, 2023. My theme this year is denim. Everybody closet have denim, so you don't have to look for nothing. It's $50 to enter, and you walk with a bottle. If you want to keep your bottle by your table, fine. You can put it to the bar. It's going to be there. It's not going in my pocket. It's for you, that when you want to have a drink, you have your drink, and it's for the bar to never bust. Anybody who come to my event, I have food and I have drinks. As my friend Wendy say, party done and she going home with food. Nice to show you the blessing of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying again, people who started off small and the events get big, never forget where you come from. You know why? The people, the small man who used to support you, I tend to find that they forget where they come from. The people who used to support you and support you. So in 2023, which a couple years ago, myself and my friend June, we decided we're not supporting anybody that not supporting us. All right? Because if we paying to go to your event, let's say example, $50, right, Phillia? You had to get your hair done. It's money. You got to have an outfit, because Instagram, you don't want to take the same outfit twice. You have to get a new shoes on your foot. You have to get makeup done. It costs. So time you really pay $50 or $60 to enter, let's say you're paying $200. When you're going to that fete, you have to buy drinks. $15, $12, a beer is $10 in a party. So when you're done, you clock in out $300 for one party. Is it worth it when you get 2 cold Pelori? No, it isn't. So we decided back then that we, not these people just doing it because of money. They make money. They don't want to get feedback from you. They don't want to improve. They don't want to deliver. They don't give you what you used to get and different things like that, how it used to be long ago. So we decide we going to support the smaller events now. The people, I go to your place, I support you, you support me, and that's how we decide to do it a couple years. And that's what I've been doing. I stopped going to big promotion fest because I realized they don't care about us. They're senior and they're playing like if they don't know you. You understand? Afia is saying, and yes, I give away prize. I give away a door prize. I had a prize for best dressed male, best dressed female, and the runner up. They didn't go empty handed. Yes. You understand? And then I had a raffle, 55-inch TV, $20 was a chance for the raffle, which is not bad. Who pays $20 to get a 55-inch TV? You understand? It wasn't the first TV I gave away to at my events. I always try to keep the crowd, keep them entertained, and you have to think about ideas. So people keep coming back. You understand what I'm saying? But I am a very low-key person. In the sense, I don't like the show-off. You will never meet me out there. You will meet me in a party, I in the back or in the side. You will never meet me in front. And that's just not my vibe. I'm very humble, I'm blessed, but I know what I want and I deliver for the people out there that is near and dear to me. You know?
Always. That's beautiful, Phyllis. I love the fact that we can give you a platform to be able to really talk about it, because sometimes those who are not on the inside, they just see this and they say, oh, she made so much money, or they don't know sometimes what it takes to make this all look seamless. And I think today on the forum, we put it out there, and your team, your sisters, your family came up with really great suggestions and some things that worked and some things they feel that could have been curtailed so that it could become more successful. So if you don't mind, I would like to read some of the comments and you can talk about those. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
Okay, excellent. Thank you for that. So I think we talked about, so here you mentioned that, getting 2 toilets, for instance, that's like for 400 or 500 people, but 1 toilet you felt was suffice for everyone.
Yes.
You talked about hiring someone for decorations.
Yes.
Someone mentioned that the yard setup was better this time. The flow seemed to be better. I think last year, or I don't know, because last year was the first one I attended, the entrance was
on the other side. The other side.
Yes. But this one
was on the other side.
Exactly. So it just made everyone be able to come in and come completely through instead of stopping the flow from where the food was.
Right.
So that I agree with them. I think that flow was better. The rhythm section, okay. So I think in this one, when people say they're going to bring a certain amount of people, I think it's really important that they bring what they say. If you say you're bringing 5 people and then 10 people show up, you put people in a weird predicament, because you want your rhythm section, you want it to be lively, you want the hype man, but 10 people, that's $400 that could have gone towards the event.
Correct.
Now, you're now allowing $400 worth. I'm not saying that it's not for the money, but there is a lot of time that was put into this. So it's unfair for you to do that to the host. So I say that was inconsiderate. It's a little sneaky. It's a little underhanded. And no matter how good you are, I think your character is more important to have a good character than to just be good at your talent. So what's your take on that?
I think that was unfair to me and to the girls at the door, because you told me 5 people and you bring 13 people, because you understand, and that was not the agreement. Another thing I learned from this year's swag, I'm going to have to have contracts now, because I can tell you that that was one of the problems that I had, that he brought one. Then we had a guest artist who brought 4 people with him. You understand? Which was, he should have bring just 1. You bring 4. So again, then with that 4, you want a bottle, you want, you understand?
Right.
No,
Right.
and I mean, you understand, everything is a cost. So now I've learned, and for Keisha, great advice, to have contracts
Very
now.
good.
It come like the DJ.
Yes.
5 to 1,
Yes.
he came and told me if I go over 1 o'clock, I have to pay $150. So he charged me $450 instead of the $300. So with this one,
Right,
I
right.
learned contracts.
Good.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
Um,
But people
and
don't
I think
see.
the contracts are good.
People don't see that aspect of it. People don't see when you come to the gate and you want to disrespect my ladies at the gate. Oh, I know, Phyllis, I'm not paying $80. I'm paying $60. Who does things like that?
Right.
You could go to a big event and do that? No. So next year, please God, I'm going to hire security guard too at the gate. So we're going to have security at the gate, right? People must learn how to conduct themselves. Dane is saying that's why my people don't like Marsha Montano. No friend in business who vex loss. That's what Dane is saying.
Right.
Nicole is saying, and you have to turn around and pay them. Hell to the no. Yes, you know why I had to pay them? Because I did not want them to say I don't want to pay them. I did not want my name out there as a bad. So my hands was tied and I had to pay.
Yeah.
You understand?
They're defaming your character,
Yeah.
that's slander and libel, and it's unfair.
Yeah.
And they would never talk about what they did. They will only talk about what you did. You know, so
Exactly.
you're right.
And
I see why you would kind of succumb to it, even though it's unfair. So that's the great thing.
I
that
didn't want
Keisha
no
mentioned.
drama. I didn't want the drama.
Correct.
All right? And Dana
Correct.
saying, don't come with a line of people. I contracted you. Correct.
Correct.
Trini, Wendy saying, yes, get security. Yes, I'm going to do that. Another thing is, you walk into the party, you never tell me you're bringing somebody and just pass the girls by the door. It doesn't work like that if you know me or if you don't know me. If you know me, you're going to respect me. Or give me a courtesy. Phyllis, I'm bringing such and such, and let me say yay or nay. Don't just disrespect my girls, because my girls at the door, it's not disrespectful girls. They are, you know, human. And that was one of the yeah. And then you come into the door, you don't want to give your name. Everybody name who I give complimentary to was on the list. So I got the feedback now to go to Frontline now. So let everybody go through that avenue and get the tickets to make it better. Because again, you know, I was keeping account. I was doing it from how I know, right? But the girls at the front desk shouldn't have to subject to that. They should come, okay, my name, bring a ticket, they scan it, get your band, get your cup, and keep it moving. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, that's some of the things we encounter. People don't see that. Dana Phyllis, they talk about Marshall and he's still successful. They will still talk. Correct. You understand? Everything cannot be perfect. I try to make everything as perfect and comfortable. Why I didn't have 2 toilets is because I am not catering for 500-600 people where I should have 2 toilets. There is 1 toilet and it really wasn't crowded. Yes, I can get an attendant to make sure the toilet keep clean. And the area was good. I make it private. I block it around. So to make it comfortable, because people it was clean. I had, you know, nice scented. I had spray. I had, you know, I make it to the best of my ability to what I would go into. Because when I go out, I have to go to party and I went to some horrible ones. Okay, and they have nothing, private around blocking you, nothing. You're going there, everybody watching you. You understand? So, you know, I try to make it a little more fancy for them. But as my crew say, I cannot please everybody, but I think I did it to the best of my ability.
Of your ability. That's what Rianne said. She said, you're never going to please everybody. Georgia had mentioned that giving people a virtual ticket, that would help. I think Keisha mentioned Eventbrite. Someone else mentioned Ticketline, which is what you're saying.
Yes,
now.
I'm going to that route. For the barbecue blessing, we're going to test it out with that. And then next year, please, God, let them go through that route and get the ticket there. So you wouldn't say, okay, Phyllis, hold this ticket for me, and you didn't show up. Then I'm wasted. But you can't come to an event and think that you're going to get in free. Like I owe you something. I don't owe you nothing. You don't even know how I get money to have this event in the first place. So pay your money. You go out, you want to be ballers, you're paying for a bottle $140, $150, but you don't want to pay $80. I can't understand these people, Phillia.
Right. It's like their priorities are misconstrued, misdirected, and then they get upset with you. I think even talking about, like, you know, like the cooks, you know, they do all of it, but when they start to purchase more ingredients, it's not the charge that originally you mentioned. So maybe there could be a contract with that, you know, like if you go above this, you know, you're not responsible. You should know. It's like, you know, like I remember with my house, you know, my contractor said this amount, and then every minute they go into Home Depot to get more stuff. I'm like, wait a second, when you charge me, you told me this amount. Now I'm spending $2, $3, $4 extra $1,000 because every day you need a new tool, you need a new equipment. And it's unfair. So it's really important. I think the contracts are key. I mean, you've been successful all these years, but to even make it go smoother, and I think even Afia had mentioned at this point, you should not even be doing so much front work, because you're right, you do have a team, and I think that that's what the team is there for. You should not be running around like a chicken without a head anymore. You should literally be delegating and handling the business aspect of everything, because that would be, you know, the way to go. So thank you for explaining that, you know, and like the same thing, it is growing each year. And the planning and organizing can become overwhelming, but having a team is supposed to help not make it overwhelming. So I think it was a great way for us to get that discussion going, because once we did look at all the feedback you're already getting within minutes, everybody is getting feedback and constructive criticism. And I think that's what family and friends is all about. You know, no one was saying anything negative. Everybody said, hey, we could do this and we could improve upon this so it can even become more successful. So kudos to all of those who contributed to this challenge and these questions, because we all love you, Phyllis, and we want to see you win. And when you win, we all win. So thank you for that.
And I want to just say that Colleen was with me, and she said, Phyllis, all this you do, she never knew what goes into the preparation. You understand? Because, Phillia, I've been planning this 6 months. You guys know.
I know.
All right?
I know.
You guys know. And it's not easy, because first I had to pay $85 just to get that little logo with the lady. It had few things I didn't want it. I sent it back to him. No, I want this, I want that, blah, 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 blah. Finally, we got it. That's why I sent it to the group. What you all think? Do you like this? Anything I need to change? Blah, 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 blah. Right? That was just to have the flyer out, promoting it on social media. Then it was a cost. I had to pay $140 for the tickets and the flyers. Okay? Because when I go out, I want people to come to my event. So you have to get flyers. You understand what I'm saying? Then I had to pay $180 for the swag t-shirt, because I think everybody should look uniform. If it's my party, people must say, if you have on my t-shirt, hey, where's the restroom? Where can I get this? Blah, blah, blah. It shouldn't be where people just all scatter about. So that's why I like to do one. Yeah, Dana saying don't print tickets. Correct. So we're going to go viral next year with a different route. But we're going to test it out with this barbecue blessing to do to do it, right? And my friend Sherry, she know the guy from Frontline, so he's willing to help us create everything. Keisha also suggested we're going to make a Instagram page and a Facebook page for swag, right? So we have good suggestions coming up to make us better, you know. And then we're going to put the menu there so people could see what they want, because one person came and was like, there's no pork serving. So the servers was like, no, you know what I'm saying? So you can't come to all inclusive and say what you want. So we want to be very transparent. This is what it have, this is what it have. That's why we try not to put meat and rice together, because some people are vegan, some people are allergic to certain stuff. That's why I had pineapple chow, mango chow away. Some people are allergic to pineapples. So, you know, so there's a lot of thought process going in to promoting, you know, and when you want to make, when you want to make it successful. Tell her to buy her pork and come. Yeah, they didn't say to tell her buy she pork and come.
And bring BYOP, bring your own pork. That's what you put on the invitation. But Phyllis, thank you so much. I'm really happy to hear this. I'm so grateful to be part of the forum where we see that all of these, you know, women and men are having these wonderful suggestions that really are helping your brand grow, because again, you know, it's a team effort. There's no I in team, and we're just so grateful for these partnerships and these relationships that you have forged, because you are a good person. Good people deserve good things. So thank you for us to present it, but for you to be open enough to talk about the challenges and successes that you have to overcome in order to make swag and barbecue blessings what it is. And giving back is so wonderful. I mean, this is even greater than tithes and offering, because you are giving, truly you are giving back more than anything you could ever put in, and thank you again for that.
Yeah. And you know, my friend June, I was emotional, you know, talking to her, you know, and I was saying that, look at where I came from to now, you know what I mean? And you try to do good all the time, and I just wanted people to come out and have fun, and it was a joy. You know, I was a little teary with her, and I said, you know, I was emotional because I saw people having fun, and all I get was positivity. You understand? A few negative, but I get positive, right? But I also learned never give up. Sometimes the struggle is real. Sometimes I know, you know, I'm very passionate of what I do on my delivery. I'm a brand. You see, my brand is me. My brand is my team. You know, and I want to deliver. That's why I say, with these hiccups, I had to pay what they say. I had to pay them, because I didn't want my name to be out there that, you know, they didn't get paid for this, they didn't get paid for that. It's a learning experience. As you're growing and you're learning, nobody have a straight road. You always have a bend. You understand what I'm saying? So this experience taught me a lot of things, and to have contract now when I'm doing my events, because in business, Phillia, even my crew, they paid the money to come into swag. They know the cost, they know the things. It's not like if they're begging for a complimentary ticket. My friend Joanne, you know, came from Trinidad, and she came and she brought a whole crew. My friend Paula, she brought 11 people. You understand? And she was just, Phyllis, I need a next ticket. I need another ticket. You know, and she called, today she left me a voice note. I wish if I could play it for you, because it's on my phone. And she said, great event. You understand? She, you know, so, you know, so with that, I mean, I just felt emotional, because it's a lot. I didn't eat 2 days. I got up 4 o'clock one morning, because I was like, I have a lot of things to do. You understand? So, you know, Wendy keeps event too. She keep licking lips. Anybody who's an event planner, you know, it's a lot. And Wendy saying it was a successful event, keep on keeping on. Yeah. And that's what we have to do with sisterhood. Just, you know, be positive and support one another. Let's come together and support. So we go in licking lips. I told Wendy already, I will be there for her. She needs me. I'll be there, whatever she wants, you know. I was just saying, night, sorry to be late. Why are you crying, hon? No, I was just emotional because I had an event. It's happy tears, Alison. It's happy tears, you know. To know that, you know, event planning is not easy, but you want to deliver because it's your name and your brand. Dana saying hills and valleys. Life is like that. Swag 2024, bigger and better. Yes. And stay tuned, God's willing. It's going to be the 15th of June, 2024. So put it on your calendar. And stay tuned for the 19th annual barbecue blessing. Going to be the 26th of August, 2023. The team is denim. And we're going to be, you know, better.
Thank you so much, Phyllis. We love every one of your supporters, all of the supporters. Thank you so much, Phyllis. It was wonderful interviewing you. It felt good for me to be on the other side of it.
Yes. Allison is saying, okay, great. I know about that. My event is coming up in July.
Yes.
Wish you can make it. I know. But let me tell you, it's not easy, you know. But even Joanne, my girlfriend from Trinidad, she was like, oh, she brought her crew with her, and she was like, everybody had fun. They talk about the Tambran ball. She wanted Tambran ball. The chroma, it was like a little shop. They could get every little thing because people come for that table. The sweet bread. I mean, Alan's Bakery. Big kudos to them. Anthony Pierre, big kudos. Anthony Joseph, big kudos. Auntie Carol is a team. My team, I have good people. Katrina, she did the jello shots. She, you know, plenty names to mention. But behind the scene, I have a team. My sister Angela, you know, big up, big up, big up, big up to all to my nieces, everybody, my sisters, brothers, everybody. You know what I mean? It's a good team I have, you know. But thank you for getting the insight of swag and barbecue blessing, and just don't give up. As Dane say, we'll have your highs, you'll have your lows. You cannot please everybody. The music was nice, good vibes. Yes. You know, but just keep on doing what you're doing, you know. The struggle is real. Wish you were there. Yeah. Maybe next day you can make it, Allison. Joanne can tell you. All right.
Yes. Thank you all so much for listening. You know, stay tuned for Motivational Monday for next Monday. Until then, again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers. We love you all for continuing to support us. Don't forget to watch Phyllis on her Saturday program between 12 p.m. and 2 p.m.
Yes, the People's Chat Room with Lima. You know, I'm sorry I missed it last week, but my head was so hot I forget the time and all. So, but she understands. So I'll be on this Saturday. Yes. But Phillia, thank you so much. Thank you for being in my life, and thank you for being my friend, okay?
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. Love you all so much.
Love you too.
Can't wait to be there again for next year.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Have a blessed night, everyone. Have a blessed and safe week. And this week, Saturday, we're going to Jew, which is Katrina's party. It's $55. It's on Linden Boulevard. I can put up the flyer on my Facebook page. And Sunday, I'm supporting my girl, Belle. Belle, I supporting who supporting me. These are my girls who comes to my event. Even if they don't come, they buy a ticket. So I have to support who supported me. So this weekend, I'll be out and about. Love in the house. Stay safe. Have a great week, okay? Thank you, guys.
Bye.